So, at the beginning of time, I wore every hat. You are the mover. You are the quoter. You are the booker. You are the banker. You are the
Accounts
bookkeeper.
payable, accounts receivable, all of the things.
All of the things. And I worked a lot. I worked a real lot. I would say that the first person that I hired was for free. I had somebody from the interior design college come and do her practicum with me.
Smart.
And so she worked for me for 2 months for free for her practicum. And having those extra hands was wonderful. And she was a great decorator. And she helped me realize that I can take more jobs and do more things by having that extra set of hands. That girl still works for me today.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So before I get into where you are today, how did you get connected with the college to make that happen?
They beg for people to come to do practicum with their interior design students. They send their people to paint stores, to furniture stores, anywhere where they can actually apply their design knowledge. And they don't want to go work at a paint store, and they don't want to go work at a furniture store. They want to work for an interior design company, a home staging company. It's their foot in the door. I went through probably 6 different people from the college, always free help. Some I would never hire again. Right?
Mhm.
Not that they were bad. They just weren't good, I guess.
Right.
So
They weren't a fit for you.
they just weren't. Thank you. That
Yes.
was a way nicer way of saying that. So I would say that it was a wonderful kind of way to find your person that clicks with you, who's going to help you. It was free training.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just phone them up and you say, if you are looking for places for your practicum students, we will help you with that. We have openings anytime you need them.
I love
So
that. And
they
did
put
you
you on
have
the
any
list.
requirements to like report back to the school or anything, or that was all up to the student?
Student did everything. At
Smart.
the end of their practicum, I had to fill out a form like, how did they do? Was there anything that they did in this? Like, you know what I mean? All these questions. Would you hire them again? Is there anything that you could learn? Like, and that took me 5 minutes, right? So
Right.
that was really nice and easy. And if you just keep getting those free practicum students to help you, that's a great way to get started.
At that point, was this the first time you were managing somebody in this capacity?
Absolutely.
So it's also a good learning experience for you. It's nice to get a student who, like you said, is eager to learn and allow you to kind of learn how to become a manager, because that is a different role.
It is. Well,
Yeah.
one thing I can tell you is if you are looking for free people to come and work for you at a paint store, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be paid for that. Everybody loves decorating, even if they don't know a darn thing about it, right? They love it, right? So it's easy to get people to help you for free. They just want the experience. They want to help. They love to decorate. So I get people all the time asking if they could just job shadow.
Yeah.
I'm like, heck yeah, come on in. Absolutely.
Right.
Come and job shadow. I am never, ever worried about creating my competition. Competition's healthy. If you want to come in and learn from me and do your own business, no problem. I don't want you stealing my concepts or,
Right.
that kind of thing. However, I'm not worried about that. I love the extra help. And again, if they're skilled people, that's pretty fantastic.
And obviously, she was really skilled to still be working with you. So what's her role like today in your company?
Well, you've met Veronica. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
Veronica she was my practicum student. She literally is my right hand, my left hand. She's pretty fantastic. So I am so lucky because it's really hard to find those people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you though. Veronica and I had a bumpy bit, right?
Mm.
So she's been with me for, I don't know, 11, 12 years, maybe. I think it's probably 11 or 12 years. She and I got to a point in our relationship that she felt underappreciated and I felt I was overpaying. And
This is
so
like the same story you'll hear in any business, regardless of the industry. So let me
so
hear
true.
how you guys resolved this and addressed it.
Do you want to know what happened with us? We agreed to disagree
Okay.
and she left for a year. Yeah.
Wow.
She left for a year. She went and worked elsewhere. I don't know how many elsewheres, but she went and worked elsewhere. She decided that life wasn't easy on the other side. It wasn't as creative. She didn't have the full, I give her like, what do you want? What are we doing?
Mhm.
Veronica sets her own hours. We decided we're working 4 10-hour days instead of 5 8-hour days. And so I give her a lot of creative freedom. She can take holidays whenever she wants, as long as it's not at the same time as somebody else. So I love her to bits, and again, I'm so lucky. I have Cassandra, who's been working with me for years, and she's wonderful. And I just find that there's struggles on both sides, right?
Mhm.
There's always that underappreciation. And I will say that Veronica came, I don't want to use the word begging because that's not what it was, but she came begging for her job back. I came begging for her to be back, right?
Yeah.
I realized how much she did for me when she left. She realized how much,
How fulfilled she felt in her role, and that was more
exactly.
than maybe the monetary.
That's it. And then when
Yeah.
she came back, she was twice the employee she was before, and she was great before. So,
Wow. That's
yeah. So
impressive.
it
I
hurt
love
though.
that story.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt a lot. I cried. I cried a lot when she left. I really
I'm
did.
sure. And
But
since
it
she was
honestly,
your right-hand gal, like, what did you do at that point? Did you have somebody else working with you? Or because I know as a small business owner, when you lose an employee, especially when it's not on your decision making or when you think it's coming, that's honestly the worst thing ever, especially in this
it
line of
is.
business.
It is.
Yeah.
I have another story, Cassandra, who works for me and is also brilliant. After Veronica left me, I was very tired. I was doing everything. I wanted to prove to everybody that I could do all the jobs myself. I didn't need anybody and put on all these. I literally burnt myself right out. But Cassandra had applied for work with me 3 times. She kept calling. How about now? How about now? And I was in such a broken state at that time. I was afraid to hire somebody so that they could come in and see how broken I was at that time. So tired, exhausted. And she was so consistent that finally I just said, let's try you out for a little bit. Why don't you come and work for me for a couple of weeks? And if that works out, we'll keep going. And that worked out brilliantly. And that was during the time that Veronica had left. And so
Okay.
Cassandra had filled some shoes very nicely, did a great job, had lots to learn. It was starting all over again. And of course, she didn't have the knowledge that Veronica did being with me for years. But anyways, bottom line is they wanted those positions so badly. Like it was sort of this thing where it was like they really wanted to do it. Cassandra was just begging to get into the industry. And, and it's worked out brilliantly. So it doesn't always, sometimes you couldn't put an ad and find the perfect person, but sometimes they find you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when they're that persistent. There's something about somebody that's persistent. And in this line of work, I feel like you do need to be persistent no matter what hat you are wearing.